Hi guys, so today I'm starting quite a long-term project. So today is the 22nd of October 2025 and it is my birthday today. And in a year's time it will be a big birthday for me, and I am planning a large Halloween party with all my family. And I've watched a video by Madame Myriad, which was inspired by a video by Avant, Geek, and I will link both those videos in the description. Both of them basically took Halloween decorations and made a dress, and I'm thinking that might be cool for my costume because I don't really know what I want to do as a costume for the party. So yeah, I may be making a slip to go underneath it because the fabrics are quite sheer that I have so far. Yeah, so nothing is set in my mind at the moment, but I've got a fairly good idea where I'm going. I've kind of got this ball gown kind of image in my head with a corset at the top. So I got this fabric. Let's have a look at it. It feels kind of like a polyester kind of fabric. It's already got a run in it there. That's great. I'm thinking of dyeing it purple if I can. Maybe I'm going to experiment in a minute with some hair dye, I think. See if that will dye it. Obviously this is a costume, so I'm not bothered about, using normal methods. This is going to be a weird costume. So yeah, I want that to be purple. If it doesn't work, I'll just buy some purple fabric and make a corset top out of that. Then Madame Myriad used a skeleton, a life-size skeleton, and she cut the rib cage away and used that as part of the bodice, and I thought that's a great idea and it looked really cool. But I do think that life-size skeletons are a little bit pricey for me to be cutting up, so I found an embroidery template on Etsy. It was about £3 something, and I've basically blown that up. Sorry, my throat's a bit funny. Yeah, blown that up, and then I have drawn it onto some interfacing, and then attached the interfacing to this off-white pillowcase that I have. And then I'm going to cut that out, and I'm going to make the rib cage from fabric. Why not? That'll make it really super comfortable to wear. And I can just sew that straight onto the dress. Oh, that interfacing's already coming off. Great. So I'm just waiting for some wadding now. I'm going to cut that out in a minute. Wait for some wadding so that we can give it some volume, some layers. Then other materials I have. So I've got this fabric gauze. I don't even know how much is on here. So basically I'm just going to be going about collecting this kind of thing as drapey materials. I might need another one of these, or another few of these. I've ordered some stuff off Temu as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to get another one of these. Oh, it does open up, I think. Yeah, so we could use that. So basically this is going to be lots and lots of layers of this kind of thing. And then I bought this today. Let's have a look at this. So with it being with it being so close to Halloween, there's not a lot left in the shops, so yeah, that's going to be interesting. So we've got this one. This has got quite a lot of structure to it, so it might help me do some layers, some 3D texture kind of thing. If I make a ruffle out of that, that's really going to hold the skirt out, isn't it? That's going to be really cool. So we've got that. I say I might just make a black slip to go underneath and then build everything on top. I've got these flowers, which I think I'm gonna, I've got 3, but I was thinking if I can have a gathered sleeve up here, I could just attach one each to the shoulder. I don't know, that's an idea. Then I bought these today. They're like butterfly clips. They're like feathery in texture. I suppose they're not butterflies, are they? They're moths. They are supposed to be death's head moths, I think. Or that kind of thing. They've got skulls all over them. So I'll probably just dot them around a little bit. Then we have that gold paint is flaking off all over. That's not good, is it? I have to clean that up now. Got this ivy, which I'm thinking of just weaving about in the skirts maybe and around the dress, just to make it look a bit, yeah, witchy and like I've been in the forest. And then I picked this up, but oh, it's grey. I thought it was green. Well, grey spray, we might not use that then. We might do. We might do. It's a hairspray. I just thought it would be good for putting a little bit here and there. The lid was missing. Anyway, so that's the plan so far. So as I say, this is going to be quite a long-term project. I will come back to you when I'm ready to start making something, I suppose, other than, let's see, I'll start with this, see how this goes. Oh, and I've got some skeleton hands. I was thinking they could be like a waist belt or something. They could go around the waist. That'd be fun. I've ordered some bones to hang off it. I do want to embroider some, not necessarily embroider, but just pop some beads and things on there to make it sparkle. Oh, and speaking of sparkle, I also have a set of, they are Christmas lights, but a set of lights to weave into the dress so that it lights up, because who doesn't want to light up on the birthday, you know? Cool. So let's see what the next step will be. Okay guys, so this is what we started with, this white fabric for the bodice, and this is what it looks like with the dye. So not massively different, but you can see it. I have this tool that I've had for ages, and now I was thinking if I put it over this fabric, you kind of get, you know, a little purple. If I double it up, it looks better, but then I will put it over this, and I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it does bring it down to that darker purple that I was wanting. I also dyed this white creepy cloth. Again, I don't know if you can see it on camera very well. But yeah, it's just kind of gone really patchy, which is fine, you know, it's creepy, Halloweeny We don't need perfection. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this pattern for the bodice. Can you see that? I'm going for this one. Not sure if I'm going to do straps or not, but I think I'm going to add some boning on these seams just to help give it a little bit of structure. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut all my pieces out of the white fabric and we're going to throw it in a dye bath, let it dye. I might even just leave it for longer this time, I'm not sure. But it did absorb most of the dye with these two in it. Two in it, but this one might have sucked up more of the colour, so I don't know. Doesn't bother me that this is patchy either, that's fine. Again, as I say, it doesn't have to be perfect, it's Halloween. So we shall see what happens. Yeah. So I'm going to cut out the pieces, give a little bit of extra room in the seams for those bones. I'm going to see if I've got enough of that plastic boning left and use that. So let's get cutting. Also, I forgot to say, when I've cut out the pieces of this and dyed it, I'm going to flatline with this. Okay, so quick update. So we started with this. This was our test piece. Okay, and then this is how it's ended up. So I don't know if you can see the difference. So I realised that I needed to wash the fabric before I dyed it, and then I left it for about a week in the dye. So we've come out with a lovely colour, and then when you pop that over, it just deepens it up beautifully. It looks great. Sorry about the lighting in here, it's not great. So yeah, now I've just got to flatline all of these pieces together, and let's have a little update on where we are with the rib cage. So it is a little small, but it's coming along. I'm in two minds whether to make a bigger one or just stick with this one. You can see I've started to do detail embroidery on it, and obviously we're going to do the middle pieces here to really make it look a little more realistic. And this is an iron-on patch that I purchased for the back. Not quite sure how I'm going to do that yet. Also had ideas about skirts, and let me see if I can do a little video on a design for that. Okay, so let's just have a minute to draw my ideas so far. So we'll have the dress bodice, with the boning in it, and then a skirt from the black material, and then hopefully a ruffle on the bottom, and then some ruffles. Oh, you can't see that, sorry, the camera slipped, I think. Having trouble getting it to stay. I want it, sorry about that. Let's have a go. No. Okay, and then some of the tulle, the purple tulle ruffles to give the skirt a little volume. Not sure what I'm going to do about straps on the dress just yet, but it's going to need something. And then over the top, we're going to have our rib cage piece. With elasticated straps connected to the spine patch that I bought. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have an elastic waistband with the, oh, I don't know if I can draw this quick, so the skeleton hands on the waistband, that will probably connect in the middle, and then have the Halloween netting and spooky fabrics, creating an overskirt, perhaps with the stiffer fabric there to create sort of a bustle vibe. Yep, so that is my plan, and then on top of all of this I'll be adding spiders and lace appliques, yeah, and anything else. I mean, I might not add those, but see how it looks and then see how we go. I have things to add if I feel like, because I really do want it to look like a ball gown really. And then obviously the string lights will probably yeah, that's another consideration. Do I just attach those to the dress portion? Possibly. So that's my rough idea so far. We'll see how closely we get to that. I don't know, just messed that up. Trying to talk and draw at the same time. So yeah, that is my idea so far. As I say, we'll see how far we get with that and how it looks. Hopefully it matches what I've got in my head. Okay, so that's all my bodice pieces together. Well, the main bodice pieces, and then I've got a top band to more on top, but I want to do the boning channels first. So I've got these nice big seam allowances. I'm going to trim one side down, fold the other over, and make a boning channel. And for the boning, I have a small amount of this left, so I'm going to do the front two with this, and then the rest I have, sorry, camera's terrible, these smaller pieces, which will probably still need to be trimmed, but it saves me cutting into my big roll. And then I need to decide if I'm going to add, how I'm going to add a boning piece to the back. I'm probably going to have to add a channel with some twill tape, because the zip's going to go here. So yeah, probably add a strip of twill tape there. Okay, sorry, the lighting's terrible, but it's like nearly winter and the light's just gone bleh. So, try not to knock the microphone here. So the bodice is done and sewn to the skirt. So what I'm going to do now, so I think it's going to fit. I think I'm just going to put the zipper in. If it doesn't fit with the zipper, I will take the zipper out and we will add eyelets and make it tie up at the back. I'm not really that fussed. I think it'll be okay. I think it will fit. And then that's the skelly on the top. So that will be nice and creepy. So now what I'm going to do, where's it hitting? So it's hitting just kind of on the knee, below the knee at the moment. And I've got this lightweight scarf that I got from a charity shop. And I'm going to try and make a bottom ruffle for that skirt with this. We shall see if it's long enough. Hopefully it is. So let's try that. Okay, so no. No, so the scarf is not long enough, so we're going to have to use the tool. I've cut this twice the length of the bottom of the skirt. I'm going to gather it up and attach it. This is the first time I've done proper ruffling. So, eek. Let's hope it works. Ruffle is attached to the bottom. Before I add the middle ruffles, I've marked out where the middle one's going. I'm going to put the zip in and fasten up the back, because I think that's going to be quite difficult to do once the ruffles are on. So that's the next thing to do. Okay, so I'll give you a little sneak peek of the dress there, and I think that's all I'm going to show you at the moment. Fits really nice. I'm glad I put the boning in because it feels like I don't have to wear anything underneath it, and it's nice and secure, so that's great. And so I'm going to stop the the process here for you, and then I'm gonna continue on and try and do the skirt, the overskirt, which is gonna be fun, and then work out how I'm gonna do the rib cage thing. I don't know yet. And also then we need to figure out how we're going to put the lights in. Yay. I'm kind of thinking it might need to go to that dress. But it depends how sheer the outer skirt is going to be. So yes, thank you for watching that, and I hope you tune in for the next one. And yeah, thank you for watching. Bye guys.